Martin, and I'm here to talk to you today about buzzwords. Those little words that inevitably come flying around and you hear absolutely everywhere. Because every new year, words are introduced to our lexicon. Most recently, there is the selfie, which according to Oxford Dictionary was the word of the year in 2013. It has officially been added into our dictionary as well. Go look it up. Also, there's Obamacare, which Microsoft auto-corrected me for the other day. Yeah, it popped up and said, "Did you mean to spell Obamacare?" It is a scary day, ladies and gentlemen, when my computer program knows more about pop culture slang than I do. Or there's also YOLO, you only live once. Or as my relatives like to think it means, you only live once. It doesn't. You know what it should stand for though? You obviously lack originality. Because we all use these words and seem to get caught up in them and are so willing to use them without a second thought in our public discourse. Today, granted, Obamacare was a well thought out and strategically manifested marketing term, so Obama will let you off the hook for that one. But this one goes for the business world as well. So often do we throw around these words that don't mean anything, or we don't know what they mean, and they lack a definitive relevance to what we're actually trying to say. And when you don't know what you're trying to say, you can't communicate your idea effectively. And that, as a business, is so crucial, no matter what industry you may be in. So words like synergy and empowerment and grow your business, or the example I want to focus on today, the infamous innovation, are all some of these buzzwords that work against us in our businesses. For one, they're unclear, they're also just shortcuts, and they're a different way of saying what we already know how to say. So first and foremost, these buzzwords are simply unclear. Let's start off with saying I'm a CEO. I'm walking around the room and I go, hey you in the corner over there, you use innovative on your resume. Go take my business and make it innovative. Give me an innovative product. No one is going to know what you mean. No one is going to know how to do it. Here's why. Technology Forum Nerdecki tells us that the first front-facing camera was developed by Sony almost a decade ago. Still a flip phone, the Sony Ericsson Z1010 was the first of its kind with this camera. And now here we are today, 2015, and every pocket holding a phone that has a front-facing camera. We're adding the word selfie to our dictionary, and we're inventing things like the selfie stick that give us the effect of a front-facing camera. Now that is innovation, because innovation is a process, and it is an ongoing process of that. It is not an adjective, it is not a verb, and if it is, it's not a very clear one at that, because innovation is not something you do, it is something that results from what you do. These kinds of communications and misunderstandings happen with buzzwords all the time, with words like synergy and thinking outside the box. It can lead to you hiring the wrong people and sending the wrong message for your company. Max Mesmer, chairman of Account Temps and author of Job Hunting for Dummies, tells us that even though the terms you use may be clear to you, other people must understand them if they're going to be effective. And if you don't even understand them, there's going to be a lot of miscommunication there. Secondly, buzzwords are simply shortcuts. Let me lay this one out simply for you. What sounds better to the consumer or you? We are an innovative company. Or we are a company that constantly works towards bringing you new services with a promise to stay at the forefront of technology and always one step ahead of our competitors. Essentially, these two statements are saying the same thing. One is just more compelling because it's crafting a story and explicitly outlining and showing you what it's going to do for you. Buzzwords can simply be shortcuts. And don't take the easy way out here, because by saying less, we're hoping that people are going to assume what you're trying to say. Don't let people assume, because they are going to assume incorrectly. Or as Mesmer adds again, they lose their impact altogether. Lastly, the last thought I want to leave you with here is don't innovate your language. Your language doesn't need to be like rethought and added fancy terms to. Marketing Today conducted a national poll with responses from 150 senior executives from 1,000 of the largest companies. And they found that many of these buzzwords are just considered annoying and overused. Let's face it, if everyone today is innovative, then really no one is. Language shapes the way we exist in the world as a person and as a business. If you stick to what you know, sometimes what you communicate can be so much stronger. And the world you communicate with will be exponentially more understanding and it will be more effective. try to think of it as driving a standard when you only know how to drive an automatic. It probably isn't going to end well. So I leave you with this. These buzzwords will always come about. It's just part of our modern culture. If you're a business representative here today, or if you're in the midst of finding a job, I encourage you to step away from the glitz and the glam of these buzzwords. They're often just unclear and vague. They're shortcuts for what you really could be saying, and sometimes what you know is so much stronger. So, stay strong, stay professional, and good luck. Thank you very much.